The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Good evening, I'm Jasmine Erojak with the news. In this edition, 53 projects delivered under RSDP program, Frida River Limited supports Crocodile Festival, and PNG women beat Fiji to secure grand final spot. The Speaker of National Parliament, Job Pomat, is well and on his way to Port Moresby on a chartered flight from Lorengau Manus Province. He will be acting Governor General in the absence of Grand Chief Sir Bob Dadai, who is on an overseas engagement and takes up his role when he arrives later today. The Speaker's office dispelled fake news circulating on social media about the Speaker's health condition and attributed this to people with ulterior motives. Police are working now to arrest the person who posted this information and called on Papua New Guineans to refrain from spreading false news. Simbu Province has taken the lead in rural infrastructure delivery with the completion of 53 community-level projects funded through the Rural Service Delivery Project. A new classroom at Gawakonda Primary School in Kerawagi marks the latest achievement, backed by a multi-donor partnership involving the World Bank, USAID, and the PNG government.
A new double classroom at Gawakonda Primary School in Kerawagi District was officially opened, representing one of 53 completed projects under the Rural Service Delivery Project, or RSDP, in Simbu Province. The classroom was launched last Friday by the member for Kerawagi, Francis Keken Siune, along with RSDP project manager Nixon Kawage and key provincial officials. This project and 52 others in the province were delivered using a total funding of 5.86 million kina, sourced from GoPNG, USAID, and a World Bank loan. Simbu Province is one of 5 selected to pilot this initiative across 4 districts: Juave, Sinasina Yongabul, Kumini, and Kerawagi. Kawage said provinces should capitalize on opportunities like this to build standard projects that benefit future generations, before confirming that Simbu has been ranked first among the 5 participating provinces.
We have to make sure that our people benefit. So when this law, we brought it that far, we commissioned first building out of the 32 buildings. What have supply planning commission business, some solo project companies. But thank you so far, progress and good now. Maybe look forward to phase 2.
Local MP Siune echoed this sentiment, saying that he is ready to work with international partners like the World Bank to bring more services into Kerawagi.
Thank you, World Bank. Thank you. You are our development partner. All development partners will stop here. One time, district administration here.
With continued support from global donors and national government, Simbu is setting a new benchmark in rural service delivery for Papua New Guinea. Carol Kidu Jr., TV1 News.
9 suspects were arrested in Kikori Gulf Province recently for allegedly transporting 7 bags of marijuana weighing 125.6 kg. Gulf Provincial Police Commander Chief Inspector Jeffrey Lem said the suspects are now detained at the Kikori police cell, awaiting court appearance. The 7 marijuana bags weighing 125.6 kg in total, with an estimated street value of around 100,000 kina in PNG. The suspects were apprehended after the police received a tip-off that the suspects were transporting marijuana from the Southern Highlands province to Western province. Papua New Guinea's music scene is in mourning the sudden passing of one of Barike Band's founding member, Matalau Nakikus. Known for pioneering the iconic Tolai rock sound, Nakikus helped shape the voice of a generation with hits like One Country and Rabaul Town. A teacher, lawyer, and cultural leader, his impact stretched far beyond music. As tributes pour in from across the country, many remember his role in uniting PNG through sound and story. Barike Band's lead guitarist and sound engineer Donald Lessie reflects on Matalau's legacy and the future of Barike without its founding voice.
I think 2 weeks ago, and I talked to him. Yeah, I texted him. I wanted to talk to him, and he talked to me and said he's a bit sick. He'll call me whenever he's ready.
Mm-hmm.
So he never called back until this morning. We make some news. So I'm really feeling it now. I'm really down with me. We don't have to explain him how, but me feel now.
Prime Minister James Marape has rejected a statement purportedly issued by the Minister for Commerce and Industry, Win Daki, disputing the results of the investigation into the conduct of East New Britain Palm Oil Limited. Daki, in the statement, allegedly disqualified the findings of the investigation, labeling them as misconstructed. The Prime Minister clarified that the statement does not reflect the position of the government, nor does it override NEC decisions. He therefore reaffirmed NEC's endorsement of its final position on matters concerning ENBPOL, and the Cabinet's decision must be implemented without delay. Governor for Central Province Rufina Peter has highlighted the importance of partnership to fix the rundown airstrips in the province, following a feasibility study on those airstrips. From the 8, 3 airstrips will be prioritized, and the governor is now in talks with partners to have them upgraded. Governor Peter, in providing updates about her province, shared that these 3 airstrips are important as they bring in service and accessibility to parts of the province that are not easily accessible.
We are looking at Dorobisoro and Efogi and 1 strip in Goelala district for this year. But in terms of enabling environment, obviously transport sector is so critical. And so that is what we have done within the resource envelope that we have.
She highlighted her government's partnership with RAA through a memorandum of agreement.
And we've funded the feasibility study for 8 of the key strategic airstrips in the districts. And that study has been concluded, and we know exactly how much it will take to upgrade each of those airstrips. Within our budget now, we can look at upgrading 2 airstrip, 2 or 3.
She said while RAA needs to begin work on these airstrips, the province is faced with resource constraints and need partnership to implement this.
But it's definitely not enough, and we need to partner with others, like National Planning, who can give RAA some money for us to partner with them in making sure that after the feasibility studies and the scoping that states exactly how much is required to upgrade each of those strips, we can partner in fixing those airstrips.
Central Provincial member Peter stressed this during the one-day National Government Collaboration Roundtable meeting on Monday, under the theme Service Delivery and Productive Partnerships for Integrated Agriculture, Rural and Regional Development. The meeting's objective was to identify and prioritize cross-cutting challenges affecting agriculture, rural and regional development, and co-design a practical outcomes-focused coordination framework for joint implementation and monitoring. This is TVWAN News. We'll be right back after the break. Stay with us.
Hiya, Mama.
You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaro, get up a big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, na mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste P&G loves.
Open net.
Tell him shorty come get it in. Come grind on me, but met it in. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring that groove down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring that groove down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi bottle. Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi bottle.
New Fabuloso multi-purpose cleaner with an irresistible fragrance that lasts all day long, creating a field of flowers in every corner of your home with an irresistible fragrance that lasts and lasts all day long. Fabuloso, irresistible fragrance.
Thanks for staying with us. The second week of the P&G Resources Golden Exhibition commenced its inter-school debates today. 10 schools from across the nation's capital participated in today's elimination round. Today's event was more than just a competition of words. It was a platform to inspire critical thinking, civic dialogue, and youth engagement around the future of one of the most vital sectors of the country, resources and energy sector.
Of our celebration that is happening here, our Golden Exhibition, celebrating Papua New Guinea's 50th anniversary. The students did research, they did prepare but not just their data for their discussion and debate, but also their presentation skills. And it's certainly on display this morning.
As a whole, I think the program is really good, especially bringing private and public schools together, and we collaborate and share different ideas and thoughts on the topics that we're given. And I think that allows us to express our own personal opinion, but also an opinion that's not heard a lot, especially from the youth, while in other cases, a lot of older people would usually be spearheading this. And I think it's just great that the youth got to talk about and share their opinions.
The Madang provincial government has invested more than 2 million kina to purchase new machinery to enhance road construction and infrastructure development in the province. The machineries were launched at the Bates Oval in Madang last week and included an excavator, a grader, a bulldozer, and a tipper truck. The machineries were purchased from XCMG Limited at a cost of approximately 2.3 million kina and will be under the custody of a newly registered company called Madang Transport and Logistics, a subsidiary of the Madang Development Corporation. The annual Sepik River Crocodile and Arts Festival Committee has received a support of 30,000 kina from Frida River Limited to host its 2025 festival, set for August the 5th to the 7th, 2025. FRL will also transport and accommodate villagers from Paupe and Ok Isai communities in the Frida River area who will be performing dances and showcasing their traditional culture during the festival.
In 2025, Sepik River Crocodile and Arts Festival organizers are ensuring that the festival, while observing the Golden Independence Jubilee, not only promotes the conservation and the cultural significance of the connection between the people and the crocodile, but also raises awareness on sustainable development opportunities of the region. According to the Festival Committee Secretary Jacob Marek, the celebration was initiated by the World Wildlife Fund in 2007 to promote conservation. It has now become one of the top 6 festivals in Papua New Guinea, attracting the highest number of international visitors from all regions of the world. This year, the festival is set to attract up to 5,000 participants, including 50 singing groups, artists, carvers, tourists, and political leaders, all coming together to celebrate the rich culture and natural beauty of the Sepik region. Frida River Limited Country Manager Dr. Joel Amago highlighted the importance FRL places on environmental stewardship, saying the Sepik Development Project, or SDP, is FRL's model for sustainable development. The SDP is a multi-billion kina investment comprising the Frida River Copper Gold Project, the Frida River Hydroelectric Project, the Sepik Power Grid Project, and the Sepik Infrastructure Project, and promises the protection of the Sepik ecosystem while enhancing livelihoods. Amago said local initiatives such as the Sepik River Crocodile and Arts Festival can coexist with large-scale resource projects and be further enhanced by drawing on the strength and support of the private sector. The festival committee was grateful for FRL's continued support over the years and is keen to continue the partnership to showcase the Sepik culture at such an important festival for the people of the Sepik region. Ruth Rungula, TVWAN News.
The Tuareg Gulf Mask Festival stands as a vibrant expression of Papua New Guinea's rich and diverse cultural tapestry. Each year, the village of Tuareg is transformed into a lively cultural hub, showcasing intricately crafted masks filled with an array of traditional dance groups displaying their culture. This year's celebrations took place from the 12th to the 14th of July in Tuareg village, with 52 different traditional dance groups performing, showcasing their heritage and unique cultural dances. 2025 sponsors included Total Energies EPPNG Limited as the operator of the Papua LNG project. Total Energies Managing Director Arnaud Berthet acknowledged the significance of the festival and was honored to support the UNESCO-recognized event with a sponsorship contribution of 35,000 kina. As Papua New Guinea celebrates 50 years of independence, the Tuareg Gulf Mask Festival highlights the country's cultural diversity with colorful, intricate masks displayed annually in Tuareg village. BSP Financial Group Limited and the Institute of Business Studies University have signed an agreement for capacity building, collaboration, and to support the development of a future-ready workforce for BSP and PNG. The MOU marks the beginning of a strategic partnership focused on building talent, enhancing capability, and aligning academic outcomes with real-world business needs. BSP's Jonathan Harvey said the signing signified BSP's commitment to investing in its people and the next generation leaders. The partnership will focus on 3 key areas: internship training and student placement opportunities at BSP for IBSU students to gain hands-on experience in a professional environment, capability building sessions delivered by BSP staff at IBSU to bridge the gap between academic theory and industry practice and collaboration on curriculum development. Senior Pacific political leaders have called for urgent regional unity, a stronger home ground security framework, and peace rooted in Pacific values. They made this collective call during the first session of the 2025 Pacific Regional and National Security Conference in Suva.
Papua New Guinea is being represented by Defense Minister Dr. Billy Joseph. The Pacific Regional and National Security Conference is a platform that brings together leaders, policymakers, and security professionals across the Pacific Islands Forum members and its partners. Moderated by Anna Naupa, the political leaders on Pacific Peace, Security, and Defense panel comprised the Prime Minister of Niue, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Armed Forces of Tonga, Papua New Guinea's Defense Minister, Fiji's Minister for Defense and Veteran Affairs, and Solomon Islands Foreign Minister. Niue Prime Minister Dalton Tagelagi said Pacific security strategies must reflect both national priorities and regional solidarity. Niue launched its national security strategy this year, while PNG's Defense Minister Dr. Billy Joseph flagged climate change as the region's most serious threat, not just environmentally, but to security itself. He also raised concerns over illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing, while stressing the importance of safeguarding sovereignty amid intensifying global interest. The Pacific leaders agreed that the time for reactive policy is over, and that what the region needs now is a Pacific-led security architecture rooted in culture, cooperation, and the enduring strength of regional solidarity. Mary Silla Kelleton, TVWAN News.
And now a look at the finance news. The kina closed lower at $0.2419 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2344, $0.3572 Australian dollars, $0.1940 euro, and 34.57 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, crude oil closed higher, while gold, coffee, cocoa, copra, palm oil, and copper all closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed lower as well. This is TV1 News. I'll join you with news from abroad after these messages. Stay tuned.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, P&G and Mia. Prime P&G made.
A moment of love, a dream, a laugh, a kiss, a cry, a rock, a roll. Just stay there. Brush to the beat with Colgate for healthy teeth. Brush twice a day for 2 minutes, that's all you need. Brush to the Colgate beat. Come on now, everybody. Join in on the fun for long-lasting, healthy teeth. 2 minutes of brushing twice a day. Bright smiles, bright futures with Colgate. Brush to the Colgate beat. Come on now, everybody. Join in on the fun for long-lasting, healthy teeth.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
Boom! The One Talk jackpot is rolling over week on week. A life-changing 1 million kina. Get your tickets now. Draws every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Play now at 321lotto.com.pg or any of your 321 authorized retailer. 321. Win big every day.
Last play high. Nico ran it. Nico scored. The pressure from Murray. Toya up above the magnificent Robert Toya. His win just gets better and clean. And now Gala, he stepped inside. They kept them all alive on half-time and they've got an unbelievable try. White sends it to Johnston. Duncan, he's in the clear. He's over for another one.
Thanks for staying with us. Vanuatu's creative spirit is set to make waves in Port Moresby as designer Gilbert Mema Yata prepares for the Pacific Fashion Summit 2025 and the Genesis Showcase. Founder of Gilbert and Mema, or G&M, Gilbert, also known as Kiki, will represent Vanuatu on one of the region's biggest fashion stages. His designs, known for their modern island flair, celebrates feminine strength and cultural storytelling. Rooted in Ambrim and Tana traditions and inspired by the strong women in his life, Kiki's fashion is more than style. It's a message of empowerment and identity. As Vanuatu steps into the spotlight, Gilbert Mema is stitching his nation's story onto the regional runway. Farmers in southern New South Wales are calling for more drought assistance. There's been some rain in the past month, boosting spirits, but farmers say the green tinge in the landscape is deceiving.
Dams that were dry just 2 months ago now have water. And May's dusty paddocks are looking green once again. But looks aren't everything. This short grass still isn't enough to sustain livestock.
We're on a full grain ration for the sheep that are here, as well as silage and hay as well to keep up for the fibre.
Most producers are very well set up for dry periods and what we would call droughts. It's just when you get 2 or 3 droughts in a row.
Despite the recent rain, most of the riverina is still drought affected, and producers are turning to workshops for advice.
We're going to be against the wall, have our back against the wall in trying to manage feed costs, manage budgets and source feed available to meet the demands of the stock that they've got.
New South Wales farmers can apply for low interest loans of up to $250,000. But many farmers say that help with freight costs for fodder is urgently needed. In a statement, New South Wales Agriculture Minister Tara Moriarty says the government is monitoring the situation in the Riverina and the assistance required.
Rightly so, the people have been flooded of getting support, but in southern New South Wales we haven't had any support at all, and that's been a little bit frustrating, I must admit.
While livestock producers are facing a tough winter, the rain's been a game changer for croppers.
So a couple more plants, growing quite healthy.
The gamble on planting his crop early has paid off.
We've had 80 mils and that's a significant amount of rain, so that'll give us a lot of leeway heading forward for these crops.
Shoots of hope for a better season ahead.
More than 2 months after the federal election, the battle for the seat of Bradfield on Sydney's North Shore isn't over. The Liberal Party will contest the result in court after its candidate Giselle Kaptarian lost to independent Nicolette Bowl.
Independent Nicolette Buller is headed to Canberra next week to be sworn in as the member for Bradfield and take her seat in the lower house. But it could be a short stay if Liberal Giselle Kaptarian wins her court challenge.
Because that result was so close, this is a really important opportunity to make sure that each of those ballots are given a voice.
Ms Buller says the Liberal Party has every right to take the case to court, but it won't come cheap.
Ms Kaptarian does have the Liberal Party machinery behind her, but we have the community.
Ms Kaptarian originally appeared to have won Bradfield by 8 votes, but after a full recount, Ms Buller was declared the winner by a margin of 26 ballots. The Liberals want the court to re-examine some of those ballots, which the party believes were critical to the result. The court can decide that either candidate is the valid winner, but it can also declare the election void, which would prompt a by-election and mean voters in this seat would be back to the polls within months.
I think people are sick of elections. They just want to get on with it.
I understand it and I feel sorry for both of them. How terrible to go through what they went through.
Ms Kaptarian thinks a by-election is an unlikely outcome.
Because we're not seeking a by-election, I see it as a limited possibility that that could happen.
I think the main thing is that it's business as usual as the MP here in Bradfield, and if we do go to a by-election, we're going to be ready.
Whether voters are ready might be a different question.
Most people now find a builder or tradesperson online, but as a Brisbane couple has learned, trusting the wrong person can leave you high and dry, no matter how professional they seem. They're now out of pocket thousands of dollars with their renovations unfinished and their builder in jail.
Skirting boards left unfinished, drill holes in the stairs and their brickwork a mess. It wasn't exactly what Leanne and Trent expected after paying thousands of dollars.
You feel so hopeless. You know, we spent nearly $8,000. It was simple tasks.
Late last year, with a newborn baby at home and a few small jobs which needed doing, the couple hired carpenter Ryan David Walker online.
Everything about his manner, it makes you think that he is a professional. Yeah, he told us he was QBCC licensed, had everything that he needed, and completely on us, I didn't think to check.
Months later, the work is not finished and the unlicensed builder hasn't been heard from since he took their deposit.
It's been incredibly frustrating with small children to have a house that's half pulled apart. You keep finding nails everywhere.
Then they got a bigger shock, discovering their builder is now in jail. Last month, Walker pleaded guilty in the Brisbane District Court to similar but unrelated fraud charges, admitting he'd created a fraudulent contract using a subcontractor's details. In that instance, he received more than $100,000 in progress payments for work he wasn't completing. While would-be renovators can check the credentials of their builder, the onus is on them to do so.
If it sounds too good to be true, then it is too good to be true. But consumers need to make sure that they shop around.
I do think there should be some more education on this.
As Queensland Police investigate, Leanne and Trent are still trying to get their money back, although they acknowledge that's unlikely. They've been told they aren't eligible for a home warranty insurance scheme run by the Queensland Building and Construction Commission and are exploring legal avenues instead. The QBCC wouldn't comment on this case but says homeowners need a contract and should check the credentials of tradespeople before engaging their services. That's little relief for Leanne and Trent, stuck in a renovation they just can't close the door on.
The Reserve Bank wants to end debit and credit card surcharges, saving consumers more than $1 billion a year. Small businesses have expressed concern they may end up covering the payment costs. The changes will take effect in a year's time, after a period of consultation.
With every tap comes a cost.
Every time I get a coffee or anything else, always a surcharge, and I don't like it.
We are giving our hard-earned money to the surcharge.
Now the RBA wants surcharges banned.
Latte?
The manager of this cafe says if the ban goes ahead, she may have to raise prices to cover payment fees.
We can't keep wearing all these costs as a business. Everything has gone up.
The Reserve Bank says the proposal will save Australians $1.2 billion a year, about $60 per card user. It will cover both debit and credit cards operating on EFTPOS, Visa and MasterCard networks. Fees charged by card issuers to payment providers like banks, Square and Tyro and passed on to businesses will be lowered, saving them about $1.2 billion a year. Fees would also be published to help businesses find the best deals.
Many small businesses pay much more in terms of surcharges as a percentage than larger businesses do, so they shouldn't be left to carry the can.
Experts like Brad Kelly say the bank should shoulder the cost.
We are accessing our cash that's sitting in the bank. This is a bank problem that's being pushed onto small business and consumers.
Treasurer Jim Chalmers says the declining use of cash and the rise in electronic payments is seeing more Australians slug with surcharges. The RBA will now consult with businesses and the payments industry. If the card networks don't do what's proposed, the government could introduce new laws that ban surcharges. The changes are expected to come into effect next July.
That ends the news segment. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
How would you describe your mother?
My mom is beautiful.
She is strong like Superwoman.
I love my mom because she always takes care of me.
My mom, she's so patient and loving. I feel she's always around.
Caring. She works so hard and always wants the best for me.
She's soft like her love.
My mom is everything, and I don't know what I'd do without her.
Softland, fragrance of a mother's love.
Rugby League is a powerful force that unites Papua New Guinea and develops our youth. Through partnerships with the PNG LNG Kumals, Grassroots Rugby League and Justin Olam, we aim to instill skills to last a lifetime.
I'm community blue. When it's on you walk him, I'm a come up community. You must not community.
When we invest in people, we invest in tomorrow's possibilities.
Sabe tu olsem condom and one way where you can abrusim seek HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancy? Tingim, use him condom long right way. Stop safe na look out him you yet. Use him condom all get a time. Suppose you no save long HIV status long partner blog you or suppose you got plenty partner. Use him condom good all get a time. Long haborusim seek HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancies. Use him condom banisim you yet na future blog you. This platok save ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Mr. Russell, we must isim signa sa bumilya.
You survey yourself, you can put in one per complaint.
I'm not giving big the help. Online by doctor. Na, also one I'm supposed me on data sorry kisinel.
You think him go through, Sam? You like putting this plus sexual harassment report on Mr. Russell?
Who said you making this black complaint?
Joining BCFW now member blong ni plan na stand up strong against in workplace harassment.
Oh, sensational! Send right back in. Make this moment last forever.
And Tremaine Spry with winner Manly's first. Stanford Talita. Some individual brilliance.
And you see Jonathan Rubin race away in the corner. His challenge. 6 more, and the Hunters have got that.
Play on indeed.
Welcome back. Papua New Guinea's women's football team is through to the OFC Women's Nations Cup Grand Final after a hard-fought match against a tough Fiji Kulas side, winning 2-1 in Suva, Fiji this afternoon.
PNG is one win away from defending its OFC Women's Nations Cup title won in 2022. PNG now awaits either Solomon Islands or Samoa in the grand final. PNG's goals were from Karen Kalapai and captain Ramona Padio, all scored in the first half. Fiji's only goal came from Narieta Leva in the 34th minute, straight after Padio's goal in the 33rd minute. In the second half, it was scoreless and an evenly contested match, with Fiji holding PNG at bay. Fiji found an opportunity in the dying stages for a penalty shootout, but could not find the net under much pressure, as PNG stepped up on defense and finally embraced victory.
I'm just proud of all the girls and their resilience, their fighting spirit. They just step out of their comfort zone, and then we managed to get the game through. We're excited. The girls are very excited and looking forward to the final.
Ericsson Cummins' side enjoyed long spells of dominance and showed their cohesion, with 7 players from Hikari United Women's FC featuring in the starting 11.
Firstly, I want to thank our families back in PNG, most of all to our PNG FA, which is at the back of our team, supporting us all through. Thank you so much. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your support. And yeah, thank you. We look forward to the finals.
A heartbreak for Fiji, once again falling 2-1 to PNG, just as in the 2022 final. The hosts will now turn their focus to Saturday's third-place playoff.
We worked hard. I think that's what went really well. Everybody put their full effort into the final whistle, and I'm just very proud that they all, we never gave up. Too many through balls against an opponent that's really fast and able to catch that. So I think going forward, we just work more on our short passes rather than playing long against opponents that are extremely fast like PNG.
Carol Kidu Jr., TV1 Sports.
The highly anticipated second edition of the National Women's Rugby League competition, the Santos Cup, is officially set to kick off on August the 2nd, 2025. The tournament will run for 7 weeks and culminate in an exciting grand final on September the 14th, 2025.
On the front foot
here from Rebecca Paul, and this time
Head of Pathway and Development for the Papua New Guinea Rugby Football League, Tony Archer, announced the dates for the NWRL competition this week. He indicated why fans should look forward to the competition, saying many talented young female athletes will showcase their skills and agility on the big stage.
Wonderful advertisement for our game, but most importantly, it allowed our female players to play in competition rugby league. We're looking forward to a really strong Santos Cup this year. The future for our female game in this country is bright. It'll continue to grow and adds a really good dimension to our game.
The Santos Cup will feature the 6 teams that participated in the inaugural season and include Port Moresby Vipers, Central Dabaris, Ley Tigers, Goroka Lahanis, Hagen Eagles and Rabaul Gurias. This year, the tournament promises to deliver more thrilling matches and memorable moments as the women athletes strive for glory in the revamped competition. With last year's inaugural Grand Final queens, the Goroka Lahanis preparing well to defend the cup this year. The Grand Final is set for September 14 and will coincide with the digital ExxonMobil Cup decider, making it a feast day for rugby league fans.
The PNG Hunters find themselves in a critical position as they prepare for a must-win match against the Ipswich Jets this Sunday at the Santos National Football Stadium. Following a disappointing 46-30 defeat to the revamped CQ Capras in Rockhampton, Queensland, the team is keen to turn their fortunes around.
Hunters coach Paul Ayton, in addressing the media, highlighted that despite entering last week's game with a positive mindset, the team lacked the necessary energy in the first half. This imbalance allowed the Capras to capitalize early, resulting in a daunting 38 scoreline by half-time.
Moved on, and our focus is just giving the boys a little bit of energy. It was a bit flat last week, so we completed high, we completed well, we had some reasonable stats. I think our stats were probably on paper better than the Capras, but we just missing that energy, much needed energy, I think. So our focus has been a lot on building energy this week. So this week is really important for us to make sure that we get everything right leading into this game.
With the finals rapidly approaching, the importance of this weekend's clash cannot be overstated. Ayton emphasized the need for the team to stay focused and stick to their processes as they prepare to face the Jets. In providing an update on injuries, he revealed that dynamic fullback Sonny Wamo will be sidelined with a hamstring injury from last week's match. Douglas David will take over at fullback. Additionally, Judah Rimbu is currently inflicted with dengue fever, adding to the team's challenges. However, Ayton has decided to maintain the rest of last week's lineup to face the Jets.
Injured his hamstring in that game, so that's probably why he saw the change early on, where Gyra went and filled in for us at the fullback there. So it was good that we had him there to be able to do that for us, but he's not a fullback yet. So Sonny's a big loss for us, but now we've got Dougie that's starting to get a bit of game cup experience, so he's going to slot in back for us this week as fullback.
And Judah?
Judah, yeah, he's got dengue fever at the moment, so he's really unwell. I'm sure he'll be fine for the game, but at the moment he's unwell and he's at home resting.
The coach is also calling on fans to rally behind the team despite any negative comments circulating on social media.
That's basically been our season, but every time that happens gives someone else a chance, and they step up and they do their very best. And I'm really comfortable with the team that we've got this week, and really confident in those players that they'll be able to deliver the 2 points for us this weekend.
Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
Young Western Highlands talent and middle forward Kaya Wayembi is still pinching himself, realizing his childhood dream of making the PNG Hunters. Kaya made his debut in the Queensland Cup competition in 2024 after receiving an opportunity to join fellow Papua New Guineans in the Capras camp. A player swap agreement between the PNG Hunters and Rockhampton Capras allowed Kaya Wayembi and Moria to switch teams, providing both players with increased game time and development opportunities in the Queensland Cup.
Here's Wayamba, goes right through, only the full back to mid. Oh my goodness! On debut for the PNG Hunters, and he's gone over. What a dream start here.
At 23 years of age, the Mount Hagen Central prodigy, affectionately known as Kaya Junior Ross, is embracing his time with the PNG Hunters and adapting well to the new culture since joining camp 2 weeks ago.
It's a dream for me, big dream. The goal was to make Hunters before Capras, but then the opportunity to join the Capras game, so I had to go down. But for myself, I'm really grateful to be part of this team and the boys, and under Ayton's leadership and the coaching staff, training, and everyone. Yeah.
A highlight of his brief stint with the Hunters so far has been a sensational individual try he scored off the bench against the Townsville Blackhawks. Reflecting on his experience with the CQ Capras, Kaya acknowledged the transition was difficult but he was fortunate to have support from fellow PNG players who had been at the club for some time.
The transition part was very hard, but lucky we have some PNG boys down there, Jeff John, Samu Yengi, Nixon Port, and yeah, some other boys, Bobby Tenza. So yeah, they went there and it was easy for me to, you know, form a transition part. But yeah, but mad respect for the club, Capras, from local league, how they set up to Capras. Didn't have the skills and ability to perform at this level, but you know, I learned a lot from the club and I'm really grateful.
On his future rugby league aspirations, Kaya said he wants to play finals footy and ultimately play for the Kumals.
Currently, my short-term goal is I want to play good footy and you know, make the boys proud and at least make the finals and hopefully make the grand final and win the cup. My long term now, I want to represent the country, play Kumul and yeah, get my Kumul number.
Kaya began playing schools rugby league in Kokopo, East New Britain when attending the Kokopo Primary School back in 2011, during which his father was working with the PNG Coco Board. He then played for the Paga Panthers when the family relocated to Port Moresby before being scouted by the Wigmen in 2023. Kaya continues to strive to make a mark in the Hunters. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
The national men's cricket team, Barramundis, concluded a high-intensity two-day trial match from July the 15th to the 16th, 2025 at the Amini Park. This internal trial was a critical step in finalizing the squad to represent PNG in the upcoming international tour for the Barramundis for the Jersey Tour, ICC Men's Cricket World Cup Challenge, a league, a 50 overs one-day internal from August 19 to the 31st. The two-day match featured the national train-on squad of 25 players, blending the experience of seasoned Barramundis players with the energy of young and emerging talents. In the 25 train-on squad, the squad will be trimmed down to 20 contracted players for the Barramundis, and the remaining 5 will be part of the development squad. 2 months of active training led by the two-day trial match will see out of the 20 contracted players, only 14 players will be selected for the Jersey Tour. National Assistant Coach John Ovia said the preparation of the Barramundis towards our 50-over campaign has been very good and boosted by 2 high-quality coaches. The final Barramundis squad for these international tours will be announced soon. And that ends the sports segment. We'll now have the weather forecast. Regional forecast. Southern, Port Moresby partly sunny periods, Daru and Kerema mostly cloudy with periods of showers, rain and possible thunderstorms. Momase, Lae partly cloudy and morning showers, then chances of afternoon, evening showers, rain and thunderstorms, and inland potential flooding. Medang and Wewak, partly sunny periods, then possible afternoon, evening showers. New Guinea Islands, Kokopo, Rabaul, partly cloudy periods with few possible showers. Lorengau, mostly cloudy periods with scattered showers. Buka, partly sunny periods with few possible showers. Highlands, Mount Hagen, morning fog clearing to partly cloudy period, then possible afternoon showers. All other highland centers, morning fog clearing to cloudy with afternoon rain showers and thunderstorms and possible flooding. Ocean forecast, Coral seas, seas moderate to strong with southeasterly winds of 15 to 20 knots. Solomon Sea, sea smooth to slight with northeast to easterly winds of 5 to 10 knots. Bismarck seas, seas light with southeast to easterly winds of 5 to 15 knots. Pacific Ocean, seas smooth to slight with northeast to easterly winds of 3 to 10 knots. And coastal waters forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daro to Kiwai Island to Kerema to Yule Island to Hood Point to Samar Island, sea 0.5 to 2 meters. Waters of Medang to Wewak to Vanimo in northern PNG Indonesian border sees 1 to 1.3 meters. And that ends TV1 News. Thanks for watching. Good night.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by